YTBC, what's the deal? Now we know Hughie Fury has 2 fights coming up in a month. Um, Nagy Aguilera was scheduled to fight Fury this Saturday. The replacement, they finally got a replacement, Dominick Guinn. So it's a little under a week here, and they got Dominick Guinn as a replacement. I'm fine with him being a week's notice replacement for a guy who he was favored to beat anyways. Yes, I did think Aguilera was going to be a tough fight for him, that it most likely go to decision. I think Guinn is the same type of fighter. So to me, it's like, it's the same type of fighter in my opinion. Guinn never been stopped though. You know, although Aguilera has been stopped on his feet twice, Guinn has never been stopped. He has 10 losses, 35 wins with 24 knockouts. He's a month shy of his 41st birthday, but he's been there with some tough guys, man. Tomas Adamek, Amir Mansour, Kilbrat Pulev, Tony Thompson, Ali Harrison, who he actually beat, James Toney, Sergey Liakovic, Monty Barrett, and he's never been knocked out. Eddie Chambers. So he's been around for a while, man. He's been around for a while, but he's never been knocked out, and he's durable and he's tough. Now, to me, at his best, at his very best, I believe Dominick Guinn was at his best when he was weighing between 200 and 229 pounds. I know the last few fights he had, he is in like the 240s. So, curious to see what kind of shape he's going to be in. I have no clue what type of shape he's going to be in. I haven't seen him fight in a while. I know last summer they were talking about him possibly fighting Dillian White, and then I don't know what happened with that fight. I don't know if Guinn pulled out, or I'm not sure, but they were supposed to fight last summer, him and White, and I was curious to see if White would be able to stop him, because I know Guinn has never been knocked out. But as far as this Hughie Fury fight, I'm picking Fury to win the fight. I think Fury is going to fight Guinn the same way Tomas Adamek did, and that's just keep your distance, use your jab. When you do get in closer on punching range, let your hands go, and use his skill set, and him being a much taller guy with a longer reach. Just use his skill set and his athletic ability in his youth, and let his hands go. And he should win this fight by decision. Now, if he wants to go in there and try to prove a point that he can knock Guinn out, it may be interesting, because he may go in there and give everything he has in 4 or 5 rounds and get winded, and Guinn catches him with a right hand. Guinn has a decent right hand. I remember he fought a guy named Johnny White that fights on YouTube, and White was an undefeated prospect, kind of an unknown, but he was still like I believe like 20-0 or something like that. And he tried to jump on top of Guinn and got caught and knocked out in the first round. Guinn has respectable power, respectable boxing skill. Even for an older guy, he still brings a respectable skill set, tight defense. He's a smart fighter, just limited in some ways, but a good jab, a good punch selection. I mean, he's decent, but he's an older guy, and he lost every time he stepped up in competition, but he still made out for good showings and a good chin, but I think it'll be a decision for Fury. I think he'll just be more active. He'll circle. I believe on the inside, he'll be able to wrap Guinn up. Just have his way in this fight, So I'm okay with this last minute opponent. To me, is almost equal to Nagy Aguilera. But the fight that I'm looking forward to is the fight in April, and I expect them to, I don't know, man, Michelle Wallace, Tom Schwartz, Matteo Madungdo, something like that, man. I'm fine with any of those type of fights, but just getting this out there, man. Dominick Guinn is the replacement for this Saturday against Hughie Fury. I'm going with Fury by unanimous decision over 10 rounds. I think he'll win all the rounds. The first round may be an iffy round, because they may be a fill-out round. And it's going to be, I'm curious to see how this is going to play out, as far as, is Fury going to elect to be the aggressor, or is he going to elect to go on his back foot? If he tries to be the aggressor, man, I don't know. He might get hit with a right hand. I mean, anything can happen in boxing, but I think he'll just keep his distance, keep his length, outbox him, and turn Guinn, stay out of the way of that right hand. Going with Fury, though. YTBC. I'm out.